Hello students, this is our fifth chapter, Cascading Style Sheet. In this chapter we will learn about introduction, static versus dynamic web pages, what is HTML, etc. Now let's start. Cascading Style Sheets or CSS. What is the definition of it and why do we use it? As you know, for HTML we always used for designing web pages, but we can't say that HTML is the only language in which we can design web page or website. There are other many languages from which we can design the design the web pages like DHTML. The full form of DHTML is dynamic HTML. DHTML is uh, neither a language nor a web standard. Rather, it is a name given to combination of some web technologies. It means DHTML is a combination of some web technologies like HTML, JavaScript, DOM and CSS. DOM stands for Document Object Model and CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Now, it means what is DHTML? DHTML is a combination of web technology, HTML, JavaScript, DOM and CSS. This is the simple definition of DHTML. And by using this, we can design dynamic web pages. But what are static and what are dynamic web pages? A website or individual web page can be static or dynamic. But there is something difference between static web pages contain information that does not change. This is the main difference between dynamic and static website. Static websites contain information. It have information that can't be changed. It not change over time. But the information that are in dynamic web page, they are changeable over time, like according to viewer of the site, the time of the day. It means in morning time the information was different and in the evening or in the noon it will be changed. Okay, so this type of designing this type of the website we have to use the DHTML. Okay, so dynamic web pages is a web page that display different content each time it's viewed. It means whenever we will view that web page or website, it will be display the different content to us. Like we can say the news sites are like ndtv.com, indianexpress.com. These are dynamic websites because they keeps updating stories, current time information, breaking news, etc. And some shopping website like Flipkart, Amazon, these are also the dynamic website because during a day the information are changeable. Okay, so a static website we can create by using the HTML, normal HTML. But designing the dynamic website, we have to use the DHTML language or DHTML technology. In DHTML technology include HTML, JavaScript, CSS and DOM. Then what are these components? Let's discuss. HTML, as you know, this is a markup language and we create web pages in it. And HTML is known as markup language because it marks the content up to into different structural type. Like we have to decide this is paragraph, this is list, this is table. We have to mark them with the tags. So these are known as HTML is known as markup language. After that, the CSS comes. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet, and it tells the browser how each type of element should be displayed. Okay. Then JavaScript, it is also a popular scripting language, and it is used for designing dynamic web pages, and it tells the browser how to change the web page in responses to events, like when anyone click on something, or changing the value in a form input. Okay, so JavaScript is an dynamic scripting language. Then DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model, and it is a standard object model for HTML, and it identifies the HTML code is hierarchical structure, like tree like structure. It represents all the code we have written through the HTML like this. You can see here, this is a tree like structure, and it is displaying all the codes in hierarchical or tree like structure. So this is the DOM, document object model. This was the document, and this is the hierarchical structure of the document, because in document root we have placed the HTML tag. You can see here, firstly we have written HTML tag, so there is the root element is HTML. After that the head tag comes, then the element is head is here. Okay, after the element is body is comes, then element body is here. So it represent all the codes in the tree like structure or hierarchical structure. Then what is cascading style sheet? In HTML, as you know, we have to write the same code again and again for giving the formatting effects to any of the tag. Like if we have 10 H1 headings in our document, then we have to write the formatting effect for H1 tag again and again, like which color of heading we want, which color of which background style we want for our heading, which font face we want for our heading, we have to write again and again. And so in cascading style sheet, we need not to write the same code again and again. This is the advantages of writing the code in CSS, cascading style sheet. In this type of style sheet, we will define all the codes once, and then this will affect throughout the web page. So what is style sheet? Style sheet is file containing formatting guidelines that define overall look of a document. So we can say briefly, this is a file. Style sheet is a formatting file which have all the formatting attribute for our web page. CSS uses rules, and these rules are known as styles. Okay, CSS is acronym for Cascading Style Sheets. Then what is the meaning of the term cascading? Yes, the cascading style sheet refers to specific way or manner in which the web browser determines which style to apply a specific part of the page. It means which type of style we want for our paragraph, which style we want for our headings, which style we want for our tables. Okay, we will specify it once, and now it will work for the whole web page. This method is called cascade, and when combined with the style sheet, the resultant name is cascading style sheet. So what are the benefits of using style sheet? First is page download faster, because we have to write the less code. We need not to write the same code again and again in a style sheet. So the page download will be faster, sometimes by as much as 50% faster. And the developer have to type less code, because he will write once and it will affect throughout our web page. The look of site is kept consistent throughout all the pages, because we have written once the code for all heading 1s or for all heading 3. We have written once the code and it will consistent throughout our web page. So this kept consistent our web pages. Then updating our design and general style maintenance are easy, because all the codes are in only some situations or only some places. Then to update or design or maintenance these code is easy. Then how can we put style sheet to a web page? What is the purpose of adding style sheet? The purpose of cascading style sheet is to separate the style of web page from its contents. The style of web page is defined throughout styles or rules. It means by using CSS we will separate the attributes or style of web page from its content. Content means table, headings, list, etc. We will separately define it. So defining style or rule is the tag is called a selector in CSS. So remember these definition. What is selector? The tag is called selector. Like this, you can see here, h3 is selector, p is selector, tag is the selector, and after curly braces we will write the properties for that selector. So you can see font family. What is font family here? Is used to specify the font face of selector element. We will not write font face here. If we want to specify a special type of font, we have to write the font family here, and this is known as property. Here you can see in this syntax, h3 is selector, font family is property, Arial is its value. Okay. Now these are separated with semicolon. The next property is color, and after that colon sign we have to give the color value equals to red. Okay, and then close the curly braces. This is the writing style in CSS. Firstly write the selector, then first property name, then give its value with colon sign. After semicolon write the other property name and put the colon sign and then its value. The selector is usually the name of tag. As you can see, h3 is selector. If we want to apply the formatting effect to the table tag, then table will be selector. Okay, and it is not in angle brackets. The brackets are curvy and not square or round bracket. It is the difference between the normal HTML and DHTML. Okay. After each property name there is colon followed by value or property. Remember this thing, property name and value combination is called declaration. What is declaration? Property name and value combination is called declaration. Okay. Then a CSS rule is single statement in style sheet that identifies what should be styled. It means this is known as a CSS rule. Okay. Thank you.